Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another school year, to another glorious end of summer, to another wonderful August in Payne County, Oklahoma. I'm Father Brian O'Brien, and I'm here with Father Kerry Wakulich.
I'm totally caught off guard that we started this. The music started playing, you started talking, and I was like, what's going on?
I've been gone the last couple weeks. My Uncle Jim died. Pray for Jim Lodge, my godfather. So I was gone for the funeral. Father Kerry did some rockin' interviews with Brett Akins and
Brett the Hitman Hart Akins
and Father Porter,
Father
our
Sanji,
new housemate,
JP3,
James Sterling Porter the third, who I've known since he was 18 years old and a senior in high school. If we seem a little off today,
more than usual,
it's because we have changed locations.
Locations.
So through the generosity of a wonderful parishioner, we are. I just say this is just general. We are massively blessed with very generous people. You're building a slightly large building. We've already built a slightly large building and want to do more with stained glass windows and maybe a Catholic school. More on that later. We're going to do a whole episode on Catholic schools. Yeah, man, you're a product.
I am a product.
Anyway, through the generosity of a parishioner, we have purchased our own podcasting equipment.
Is that what this stuff is?
So normally, for the last 219 episodes, Father Kerry and I, or whoever we're talking to, we drive. It's not bad. We drive over to Perkins Road, Stillwater Radio.
Oh yeah, the glorious
and we hang
people.
out with Jay and Don and the whole crew. Well, now we're doing it ourselves. And this is all in celebration of us being voted as the best podcast in Stillwater. I don't know if you've seen this, but
I want to know how many people voted.
6.
And
they're all in this room.
Was it the sort of the Kennedy elections in Chicago? Vote early,
vote early and often.
Vote early, vote.
A lot of dead people voted.
Yeah.
Anyway,
was that true about the Kennedy election in Chicago? That a lot of dead people voted.
That happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
This is the most casual
we're
podcast.
Sitting here. We're like in
studio.
the studio, and we have like microphones in front of us, and now we're sitting in our living room.
I'm wearing a headset and with a mic, and I either feel like I'm in a tank driving it, or I'm playing Xbox with friends over the internet.
Yeah, we're playing
which
Xbox.
I don't do either
we're
of
playing
those.
Xbox as we record this, or Fortnite. Maybe we're playing Fortnite.
No, Fortnite's out. Fortnite's out.
Is that out?
You're all so old.
I am old.
Let's not talk about video games.
What? So anyway, yeah, we are just in a new spot. We're just hanging out. Okay, so we wanted to just briefly talk about what's coming up here in Stillwater because there's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on.
And then we're going to talk about transitions and new beginnings and stuff like that. Basically, the start of a new school year and how to approach it spiritually.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be a worthy topic. Okay. So I'll give you the brief rundown of what's going on over here at St. Francis Xavier. Number one, in both parishes, anyone listening to this who wants to become a Catholic or who wants to learn more about becoming Catholic, now is your time.
Yep.
You can come anytime.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good time of year because we're about to start up. I think you guys call it Catholic 101.
Uh-huh.
We call it Becoming Catholic.
Oh.
We're going to be on Tuesday nights. You guys are going to be on.
Kind of says what it is. Kind of
Yeah.
Becoming Catholic is a little more clear than the ambiguous RCIA.
Or it's now OCIA, the Order of Christian Initiation of Adults.
Oh, so
let's further confuse it. I'm here for RCIA. I'm sorry, we don't have that. Okay, bye.
So yours begins when?
We're starting on Tuesday, September 13th.
Really?
Really?
We're starting ours on August 30th, which is a Tuesday as well.
Smell you.
Yeah, ours is 6:30 to 8. When's y'all's?
6:30 to 8, I think.
Oh my gosh, we're basically doing this.
Are you serving dinner?
No, because we have students that basically just like
we're
show up.
serving dinner.
Oh, they don't. Our students don't care about.
Anyway, if you're a college
panhandling.
student, and you want to become a Catholic, or this also is like you're a Catholic already, but maybe have never been confirmed.
Or you're Catholic and you don't know
You
much
just wanna
about your
dive
Catholic
in,
faith.
yeah,
You know, maybe you
yeah.
went to Catholic schools and you got your religious education for a grade, like I did.
Or you got totally hosed by your parents.
Yeah, because your parents are the first teachers of the faith. Come on.
Yeah.
So ours is Tuesday, but we also do one on Sunday from 1 to 2:30.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're
because-
doing it also on Wednesday nights in Spanish.
Well, we're also
So basically,
This
it's a
app goes
class.
to 11.
It's a class for people with terrible parents. Please come and be a part of it.
Yep.
Okay, so then we're doing a. I'm very excited. We have a. We're doing also as kind of part of that becoming Catholic. We're doing like a 7-week series on the covenants.
Oh.
And that also starts Tuesday, September 13th. So that's a great opportunity. Then we have a marriage retreat on the 24th for all engaged and married couples. It's just about learning how to pray together.
Oh, cool.
And then
Is that open to the public or is that just for St. Francis Xavier parishioners?
I would say, oh no, it's open for anybody.
What's the date on
I
that?
sent it to you.
Oh, I should look
Don't
at
tell. I won't tell everyone, but I already emailed it to you.
Oh boy.
It's buried in your.
It's buried in email 9,000.
And then we have what I'm very excited about on November 2nd, Thursday, November 2nd, we have Dr. John Bergsma is
Oh,
coming.
yeah.
That's going to be rocking. And then on Friday, November 11th, we're having a Catholic date night for couples. It's going to be sweet. And the guys from the Catholic Man Show and their spouses are coming. It's going to be sweet. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of, there's a lot, confirmation, Xavier Kids, all that good stuff. All of it coming. Check out our website. What else you guys got going on?
Well, ours, we have a lot of big stuff right
Next week is Welcome Week.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we start this past weekend we had Sunday masses and we have volleyball, but this coming Sunday is the 21st, which is it's gonna air on the weekend of the 21st.
Yep.
So on the 21st there's mass at 10 a.m. and then 4 p.m. and then student supper after that the huge.
Let it begin.
Let it begin. And these are those 2 Sunday masses and even our weekday masses is going to take place. Our new mass schedule, morning mass at 7:30 a.m. and then 5:30 p.m. mass it's all going to start up this coming Sunday, the 21st. So people can find that. Go on Instagram at Catholic Pokes, buildingsaints.com and find all these, especially as the Welcome Week flyer. Because I've always found that what's that line from Acts 2:42? Was it 2:46, Kyle? Do you remember Acts 2? Kyle's like, I'm in the seminary.
Acts 2:42 is like the.
Is it the 4 things of the life of the church? It's
Yeah.
the breaking of the bread, the communion life, prayer, and the apostolic teaching. Those 4 things are what we really try to do at St. John. So not only do we have these faith formation classes like, the apostolic teaching, religious education, and we've had
You guys should call it apostolic teaching and see how many people come. It'd be sweet.
I can't wait till the new student center opens in the first Sunday in January over there. That's when we're opening up. And so now we could actually start.
What? Really?
That's when we're blessing it. Got the word last week.
But not the church.
Not the church. The church is not going to open. That date's being.
Wow.
Date's being. So December, we just got the timeline. December 28th.
You guys could have mass in your.
December. Well, let's not talk about that.
No, we can have you can have mass in your dining hall.
Well, easy, Tiger. Easy.
You can have mass in your office.
Oh, in my office, yes, but
I heard it's a huge office.
Yeah, it's a big meeting space because we're going to be bringing. Anyway, so when the new student center opens up, there's a lot of more things we can do. We're just small, confined right now, having to piecemeal stuff together.
Yeah.
So Welcome Back Week is one of our big events, and we're going to do.
Is it Welcome Week? Or
Sorry, Welcome
Back
Week. Yeah. Well, for some it's Welcome Back Week. For others, it's Welcome to College Week. So those
La
events.
Semana de Bienvenidos. Can it also be that? Okay.
Yes, that too. So that starts Sunday, the 21st, especially with Mass. and those events and Sunday dinner and volleyball outside. And then it just goes throughout the week of different events going on, a dodgeball and pizza. We're going to be using the Hester House. If you go to our social media stuff, you'll see this little video that we made. That
you on the bike?
Yeah, that gives you a little tour of the different places. Daniel McKay, who works
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's going to work well for this semester, but next semester.
Next year, I would think it would be hilarious if you were also like delivering pizzas.
Oh, hello.
You know, earn a little extra money for the students.
A paper boy, but no one reads papers anymore.
Paper boy.
But no one reads papers.
And all the paper boys are just people in their cars.
Yeah, I just throw it and I bust out a window. I lose $500. Throw it. Remember that game, Paper Boy?
I do. That was awesome.
So Monday there's events. There's dodgeball going on. Tuesday there's a luau going on.
Luau.
Wednesday there's candlelight mass and adoration and confessions and events going on afterwards that night. Thursdays is the guys and girls night at different houses. Friday there's a cornhole tournament with prizes starting at 7 p.m. at the Hester House. And then Saturday the 27th, we're using a family's really awesome, beautiful pool, and we're going to cook out there. And then Sunday, back to it. And then that Sunday on the 20th is also our freshman night. We've never done one of these, but we've been wanting to.
Ooh, good idea.
So we wanted to do a freshman retreat, but we've never been able to do it because everything has been either, like, in the last 6 years, shutting down this building, moving these things over, opening this up, changing mass times. It's just... I'm looking forward to next summer. I know the summer just ended, but I'm looking forward to next summer when we actually have one roof, one building, one ministry location.
Yep, I hear
we can
you.
actually have stuff.
Stability.
And stability.
Yep.
So Welcome Week is super fun. It's an opportunity for kids who...
A lot of name tags.
Everybody's got a name tag. And they said, Father, why do we have to wear name tags? I was like...
Anyone who doesn't wear a name tag can leave.
I was saying...
Put on a dumb name tag.
No.
Don't assume everybody knows your name. That's arrogance. Send those kids to me. I'll punch them in the face.
I tell them, I say, it's not you. It's me. Like, why do we have to wear a name tag? And they're like, Father, we know each other. I was like... Yeah, and then one of the kids stopped the kid last year, and he's like, "Don't you know Father's 3-month rule?" And they're like, "3-month rule?" And he says, "If he hasn't seen you in 3 months, he's guaranteed to have forgotten your name."
It's true.
And I was like, "Thank you, Sean." And he's like, "It's Mark."
People who, and I think even I would push back on any student who says we all know each other. That's bull. That implies that St. John's is like this little, or here too. Oh, no, we don't need, we all know.
There's 700 people. I don't know everybody's name.
And there's a bunch of people, that you don't, and this is true everywhere, but like, that you don't see. It reminded me of like when we first moved, when I first moved here and we had the old church was locked all the time. And I was told, quote, everybody has the code. I was like, Everybody?
Hillbilly Jim doesn't have
Everybody has the code. The family passing through town wanting to stop and pray at the church.
They have it?
They have the code? Father, everyone has it.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows everybody. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's like the church.
Old Mother
Francis
Hubbard
would say the church is not a country club.
Although it is on Country Club.
We are in Country Club Road. But
so what you're saying.
We're a hospital for sinners.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what else? Anything else new coming?
Yeah. I mean, we just have the stuff that they're planning out the semester. There's Bible studies going on. The Focus Missionaries are starting Bible studies up, small faith groups. Also, we have a bunch of students that are literally, we form them to be student missionaries. So there's usually about 50 or 60 of those a year, and they lead Bible studies and small faith groups on campus. Lots of stuff going on. And then, football season? Have you ever heard of football?
It's coming.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Football season. Football, Bobby Boucher. Football. Mama won't let me play the foosball.
I had lunch with Gary, Coach Gary Calcagno. He got me all fired up about the football season.
Have you ever seen that T-shirt they made? It was like a little bow-legged pig with a mohawk
with Coach G.
They made it for the rigged rib cook-off last year.
I like that.
Yeah, and so foosball season is happening, and so Saturday tailgates start up. Those are great opportunities for students just to hang out. But I think our first game is the Thursday.
It's a Thursday night.
And then the next game is a Friday.
No.
You sure?
I don't think so.
I think
I think it's Thursday, Saturday.
Really?
No?
Well,
yeah.
Well, I'll go with I'm right because I always am. And then Kyle's going to look it up in the catechism as he opens it over there. I love having other people. And then my ADD just goes off the charts. Like I just start recognizing
we
things.
are at home, though.
Yeah,
so
we are at home.
So
I get to see my SR-71 Blackbird that's sitting over there, a mantelpiece that Tanner Price
If you've
made.
been to our home, here we are. We're in our living room. I was telling the guys when we in the wintertime we can turn on the fire.
And we could call it Pastors
Fire
by the Fireside?
Fireside chats.
Oh.
Oh dear. Okay, so how do people give us your website and social media again?
buildingsaints.com.
Okay.
That's our little tagline.
So all you parents out there, all you
and
students out there, yeah.
Catholic Pokes, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
The Twitters, yeah.
Yep, all of that. I lost my Twitter password. I need to resurrect that thing. And
1,
then also
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
It's your cat's name.
That's the luggage code.
Yeah.
So also when students go to St. Francis Xavier, they slide in and they show up with their parents and they're like, "This is my church." And you hand them a piece of paper with a mass time card. And
We've been announcing it at all the Sunday masses.
Yeah, thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Because depending on where you are in the city of Stillwater, this happens. You Google Catholic Church, and wherever you are pops up. So luckily, Old St. Francis Xavier Catholic Charities that we rent is not on that list. You have to type in Catholic Charities. So it doesn't.
We tried when we moved over here. We tried to
Yeah.
yank down any references to.
Yeah.
That was before you guys moved in.
So if you Google St. John Catholic Student Center, for 6 months, it literally said permanently closed on Google.
Oh, jeez.
And so students are like, "Hey, this place is permanently closed." I'm like, well, yes, it's gone. And so we have then it's challenging to divert that information and get it over. So you guys are super helpful in getting that word out.
We try. We're a team. We're a team. Okay, then don't you have a group me or something?
Yeah, there's all sorts of group me. Like there's group me. Then there's flock notes that we use to get the message out.
Ooh.
So when we on registration Sunday we register students as parishioners. A lot of stuff we do is helping them prepare to be involved in the life of the parish. When we bring students into the rectory and we have meals over here, it's to help them understand they can get to know their priests.
Priests are people too.
They have rooms. They just don't have a bunch of bunk beds lined in a barracks.
They have rooms with 7 bathrooms, houses with 7 bathrooms.
Yeah,
and a chapel.
And all of that, getting them involved in the life of the church, even registering them as parishioners to help them see this is what you do when you go to your new parish. So they'll register. We'll set them up on flock notes. They can get into the group me. They can just come to all these events and just
and mostly just show up.
Yeah.
And then there'll be lots of opportunities to
And so we hand out flyers at Sunday, hand out flyers. On campus, hand out flyers. Boom, 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 boom. Just put stuff in people's hands. All these great events.
Tackle them. Say you will.
You better
be Sunday. Okay, so then here at St. Francis Xavier, I would just encourage you, you can obviously call us. We got a website, sfxstillwater.org. We are on the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Facebooks. And then we also have a flock note. So if you just text the word Stillwater to 84576, you will
845.
just text the word Stillwater, just Stillwater, to 84576. We'll get you going. Okay, so I would like to, Father Kerry, help people with the newness of what they are experiencing. So lots of people this time of year, especially in Stillwater, especially a college town. And when we say Stillwater, we mean Payne County, we mean Perkins and Glencoe, all of our friends in Morrison and Perry, which is not in Payne County, and Coyle, and all these other great places. It's the start of a school year. And so for a lot of people who either work for the university or who are students, this is a major time of newness.
Yeah. A lot of switcheroos going on.
That can be exciting, but also just tough on people. There's a lot of
Terrifying.
anxiety. Yes. So when people, I think especially, think of a freshman coming here from
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
if you're coming from Edmond or you're coming from Broken Arrow, or chances are people or you've been here before. But you have students who are international.
Yeah, Central Valley of California.
You have
That's pretty
students
international.
who are coming from all kinds of different places. So let's talk students specifically. What advice do you give to a student who is either a freshman, transfer, or maybe didn't have a great experience last year with whatever, and they are just new to OSU? What help them sort of practically, spiritually?
Yeah. So I love that line. Begin again.
To begin again.
Begin
Teresa
again.
of Avila.
Teresa of Avila. Begin again. Like if you for especially we have students that just are like are showing up because the first 2 years of college they dedicated to fill in the blank.
Drugs.
I was going to say academics,
Alcohol.
and
Sex.
Greek life, sports,
Libraries.
They dedicate it
Bars. Should I keep going? Cows. Goats.
So they've dedicated their lives to this. So it's like, okay, just begin again. They're just like, they want to get into their faith life again. So begin again. Boom. Basically like that. For this, especially the freshmen that are coming in, I will say this. Do not be afraid.
Oh,
That great line. I think John Paul II took it from Jesus.
I love when people are like, and then John Paul II said, for the first time in history, be not afraid. And I was like, okay, come on.
I think the song came out before him. Be not afraid.
I think that was a product of the 80s.
Ugh.
That's a good song. Don't disparage.
I think of it
Heckle the Gather hymnal.
as cheesy slow dance.
People are listening to this, and that was played at their mom's funeral. You're being mean.
I'm just observing.
You apologize to all the Gather hymnal devotees.
I have the Gather hymnal in my church.
Me too.
Yeah. So what I always say to freshmen:
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid. Be not afraid. And enjoy college.
If you say enjoy the ride, I'm going to punch you.
No. Enjoy college, but also grow in the life of virtue and holiness while you're here.
That's hard, though. That's hard in college,
It's
right?
hard in life.
Well, it's harder. I think it's harder in college. No?
It is. You're given the option. You have you go from the constraints of the kind of the field of play that is high school and your parents' life and then you get into this world where you're basically handed I can't manage myself, but don't try
go ahead and try. Here you go.
Don't try to manage your own life. And so you say yes to all these things. So what I tell college students is be very discriminative when you say yes to stuff. Because every Oregon group is going to show up and say, hey, be involved in this, be involved in this, be involved in this. And then you realize you only have an hour of sleep a night and you're living off Red Bull and Copenhagen. And you're a 17-year-old girl, and you're like, why did my life go down this road of Red Bull? And
there are a lot of girls using Copenhagen. Is that
Probably not, but that's all I could think of. And then the word girl came out of my mouth. So anyway, people say yes to a lot of stuff. So I would say on your list of things as a freshman coming inbound is to say yes to your life of faith, because that Christian culture rooted in the gospel and the life of the sacraments is going to help you become a holy, saintly person as you go through college. It's going to help you. It's going to help you decide where you want to go through that life of prayer. 1, 2, grow in the life of virtue. 3, I would also say you're going to make friends, and you don't have to keep those friends for 4 years.
But friends are friends forever.
You got a friend in me. Ba-da-ba-da.
Friends are friends forever. The Lord's the Lord above.
I know. Just because you may have worked with them at a Bishop Kelly High School hypothetical situation, and you are assigned to the same rectory with them in Stillwater, Oklahoma, doesn't mean you actually have to talk to them in 25 years or go to their funeral.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, what other advice?
So
new.
Yeah, so you're going to make new friends, and you can make new friends in all sorts of places. And if you have terrible friends,
find some new friends.
Find some new friends. There are excellent people out there who want to live life with you. And the church has a lot. There's different organizations. There's in Greek houses on campus, different like engineering schools. There are some really beautiful friends. So make beautiful friends while you're in college.
And I think the friendships that you make, I mean, I've heard the kind of the old phrase that says, tell me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah.
And so when you friends can be great influences and friends can be very negative influences. And so if you fall into a group that, that is out, that their number one priority is the strip on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Wow.
It's a lot,
That's a lot.
Then find a different group. And I think in the case of for Catholics or those who want to be around the Catholic Church, where can you find such friends? And that is at St. John Catholic Student Center.
Yeah. I mean, there's Bible studies in small faith groups, and then people have cookouts and they brew beer together and they go to the lake and they go boating and
there's official stuff, and then there's a lot of
really
things happening underneath.
Make excellent friends and journey life with them.
How do you make friends? So I think especially like shy people.
Yes.
So this is hard coming from you and me, who are not shy people.
No.
I've never had issues like meeting people.
Yeah, I walk into a room and I'm like, how many of these people can become my best friend in 5 minutes? Go. Yeah, it is walking into a room. It's just doing that. And my staff, our Student Leadership Council, Father James Porter, we all provide these opportunities for you all, college students, to just like get to know other people. And it's really beautiful. As you're just going through life, you realize, like, these are my pals. These are my friends. These are the people I'm gonna have great memories with.
Yep.
I was just having lunch today when we recorded this with a buddy of mine, Andy Fernier, and we were talking about different friends we had in college and high school and how we're still pals today. And his daughter Genevieve is now a freshman.
Oh, you're old.
I know. He's got a lot more gray hair than I do. And so it's just simply like putting on a name tag at dinner, at student supper, coming to student supper, and I introduce people. Like the other day, we were out playing volleyball, and there was there's probably 50 students
There's a lot of people out there, yeah.
There's like 50 students, and I see a student I don't know. I was like, who are you? And then she was like, I'm a transfer student. Like, come here, transfer student. I forgot her name. And I brought her over, and I introduced to a bunch of other girls. I was like, she's a transfer student. Get her telephone number, hang out. Okay, thanks, Father. And then I walked off, and they were blah, 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 blah. It was beautiful.
That's great.
That's the way girls
talk. So I think
talk.
especially if you're shy, here I would just simply say show up.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. And give it like not like you might show up and maybe there's not, you get there early or you get there late, and like show up to a couple different things, and you're going to find some great opportunity. You're going to find good people. And then ultimately, I mean, what we want, maybe we can do this, talk about this next week. It's like having a prayer life. I mean, you said like a life where you're growing in virtue. And generally we know it. Like we know like if we're growing in virtue or we're not.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times with college students, you know it. Like you're not going in the right direction. These are not the right people for me. And so then you got to do something about it. Anyway, and that's where the church can help. And we want to be of help.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
So we're rocking. We're rocking and rolling.
Because I mean,
the year is on.
It's the same way here at St. Francis. Like you have this welcoming staff and these people at the door greeting people on Sundays and just welcoming people into the life of the church.
Yeah, we've had lots of new people. We're almost at 1,000 registered families.
Whoa,
blowing up. Anyway, it's great.
Beautiful.
It's great. Okay, so recap. Go to our websites.
Yep.
Go to our social media.
SFX Stillwater.
Hit sfxstillwater.org. Hit up the flock note. We're just excited. And then spread the word about our little podcast here. We'd love to have people listen. Thanks to our in-house, literally, producers. We're digging it.
Wow.
So have a great week, everybody. I think next week we're going to have Kyle Dowd on. Ooh, seminarians. Look out.
Sweet. Peace.
God bless, everybody.